you by Uganda First.
Hello, welcome to Youth of Purpose, a show that is here to inspire you as a young person and also as a Ugandan. Now today we are talking green. Like you can see my background, everything here is green. We are going to be talking about protecting Uganda's environment by going green. Now we're going to be talking to a number of young people who are green ambassadors. They are going to be telling us what they are doing, want to protect the environment, but also to make businesses that are eco-friendly, be able to make money at a tender age. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Youth of Purpose. How are you?
I am fine.
What's your name?
My name's Ahereza Jonathan.
Okay.
And I am in Form 2 at Sutter High School. And I am a member of the Green Ambassadors. And here, today what we have is this garden. And this garden is basically to teach us as people who live in towns mostly, teach us how we can grow plants that will be able to provide food for our families, because during this COVID it's been hard to get food. Some food prices have been heightened. So when you learn how to or understand how to make this, it will be much easier for you to get food at home.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So today we are talking backyard gardening, or the simple agribusinesses that you can be able to do in a very small space, like you're going to be seeing here, how you can be able to make money but also able yourself to be able to live in a green environment. Now these green ambassadors are going to be showcasing the projects they are doing and how you too at your own home you can be able to do these small scale businesses, be able to have food at your home. To find that, you know, for greens like dodo and others, you don't have to go to the market to buy, but you can grow them in your own backyard at home to be able to save on the money that you'll be spending on those things when you go to the markets. So tell us, what is your inspiration of putting up this kind of a garden?
Our inspiration was looking at people who have been crying about them not having food at home, or them having big families and they're not able to provide.
Most especially in urban centers.
Exactly, because they're in town. And most people will tell you, I can't plant because my land is small. Someone owns a piece of land not big. And when you tell him about growing food or something like that, he's thinking of acres and acres of land. But here we are going to show them how to grow how to grow food for their family.
In a very small plot of land. Wow, amazing. So starting from here, I'm seeing something. This is okra?
It is okra, yes.
So what does okra do?
Well, this plant basically is herbal medicine. It helps with, let's say you have stomach pain, or let's say your flu, or let's say stuff like that, headache, and then you get this okra. You can eat it, it's a little bit bitter, but you can boil it in water and then you drink that water. Me personally, my mom used to drink this when she was sick. She would drink this, and after like a few days she'd get better. So I'd recommend you to drink okra. Yes. And
I can see here we have dodo. Which kind of a variety of dodo is this one? Because as I can see, these are very fresh and they look so green. What do you use to make it flourish and look this good?
Oh, it starts from how you take care of the dodo that you're planting. You understand? So if you're building it in a piece of land like this, the way this is made, you're going to have to add grass, you're going to have to put soil, you're going to have to put manure.
You have to mulch them,
you're going to have to take good care of this. You're going to have to pay attention to it. You're going to make sure there's water inside and everything is there. You understand?
I can see you also have sweet potatoes here. So these potatoes are grown in sacks?
They are grown inside the sacks.
Wow.
So let's say you've been constructing a house and you're done with those bags of cement.
You
can get soil, you put it inside, but manured soil, you understand? You put it inside and then you grow your sweet potatoes.
Or even those tins that you know you usually use after using, you just put in the soil and... Do you just get any type of soil and put in the sack? So
you usually look for this really good soil, this soil with a lot of humus. So you're looking for loam soil. You just can't put any kind of soil, because this is not like in piece of land where you're going to find the manure there.
You're
going to have to get it for yourself. You're going to have to organize everything.
So these are cabbages.
No,
these ones are a little bit still young. Oh, this is skuma week.
Okay. This is skuma week.
So what does someone need to grow this?
skuma wick, all you need is basically the seedlings and how to take care of them at that young age, because at that young age they can be attacked by many pests, you understand? So there's this worm, I think it's the army worm. When it's young or when it's old, it attacks and eats everything and leaves it bare without these leaves, and yet the leaves are the ones that you want.
That they eat.
Yes. So you're going to have to make sure that your garden is clean. You're going to have to be spraying pesticides all over it, like once every 2 weeks, to make sure it's safe, you understand? And yes, this skuma wick, when it's done, when it's grown, you can get it. You get your sweet potatoes, cook sweet potatoes, cook skuma wick sauce, and have lunch.
Amazing. So you have dodo there, you have skuma wick here,
sweet potatoes.
And I can see we have spinach. This is spinach?
Yes, that is spinach.
Wow, amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so is what you use to grow skuma wick the same that you use to do spinach?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And the purpose?
A purpose, this is a fruit where you can make juice from when they're grown though. You make juice, you can have them as a snack. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you balance to make sure that, for example, these things do match? You can have skuma wick, you can have spinach, dodo, pawpaws, bananas, and then here are mangoes, just in this small space.
It's all about planning, because the skuma wick is now a plant that's not going to go tall.
Yeah.
It's going to stay short, and the spinach. Now, like this mango tree is going to go and become big, and that banana may not go taller than that.
Okay.
But the pawpaw is going to keep going until its highest, which is going to be taller than the mango tree.
Yeah.
So you see that none of these plants are fighting each other, because each of them have their specific heights, and there's also planning in the way you're planting them.
Okay, we have here sunflower.
Yes.
You people. So what do you grow the sunflowers for?
Well, you get the sunflowers and you dry them, and then you pound, and you're going to get oil, this local oil.
What do you use the oil for?
The oil can be, if you've gotten enough, you can use it for cooking.
Okay.
Like this sunflower oil that is usually sold in supermarkets. You'll have your own supermarket here.
Wow.
Yes.
So you also use it, I had, for making soap?
Oh yes.
It's the same oil?
Yeah, it's the same oil. They're going to show you how to make a soap.
Okay, I think you'll be taking us through that process. So what are these ones? This is the manure that you use?
This is the goat manure. This is the goat manure.
So you're preparing this for...
We're going to add them there. The skuma wick that's not yet grown, and the spinach. And yeah, every time, let's say the spinach is done, when you want to grow more, because the seedlings are outside.
Okay.
So when you're adding them there, you're going to have to use this. Yes.
Great, great. And the onions?
The onions, you understand, like, they're just for your consumption. You go, you eat, you get onions, you buy your rice, you cut, you make, and you make your really nice.
So the same, what you do is usually make a bed somewhere, and then you transplant to this place. Okay.
And there's rosemary.
Okay.
There's mint. There's sacred, this natural sugar. You can have a taste of it.
Wow. So we have mujaja. What is mujaja in English?
Mujaja, that one I am not sure.
Well,
I know it makes your tea tasty.
Okay, we'll call it mujaja.
Exactly.
The one that makes your tea tasty. So you can see just from this small space, most of the things you will not need to go to the supermarket, to go to the markets to buy all these greens. Exactly. Everything you're getting from your small garden.
Yes.
I can see one of my best. I can see we have rosemary here. Rosemary. Wow. Rosemary and mint. These are my best. They don't usually miss in my tea.
Exactly.
Yeah, they must have for me.
Yes.
If I'm to have very, very, very nice nice tea. So what do we need to plant rosemary?
Well, if you're looking for a way of starting quick, if you need it very fast, you're going to get the seedlings.
Okay.
The seedlings of rosemary. And you're going to first put them in a nursery bed where you're going to take care of them.
Okay.
Before you bring them to the main garden.
Yeah.
Now this is your main garden. And you're going to here, actually rosemary doesn't take much because it's a strong plant.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to keep watering it every day, making sure there are no pests, you understand?
Oh, you have to spray also?
Yes, this one you have to, because also they can
Thought it should be fresh without any pesticides.
No, like to keep these pests off. Like this one, you don't have to spray per se. Just get and sprinkle a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tasting the sugar inside.
Yeah, this is tasty.
Yeah.
So what's this one for?
Well, this one is for people with diabetes, because this is natural sugars.
So you put this one in your tea?
Exactly.
And you don't need to put sugar?
Exactly.
No, we need to talk a lot about this.
It's really sweet.
So what I'm getting to know is that this is some kind of mint that you can put in your tea and you don't have to put sugar.
Exactly.
I'm tasting one and it's very very sugary. It's
sweet.
tasty.
Yes.
Wow, 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 this is amazing. So instead of even replacing sugar with honey, you just have
like
these
this.
leaves. So what is it called?
It's called sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
Yes.
Wow, amazing. So you've had people with diabetes. Sacrilege is what you need to have in your backyard or just in a tin just next to your window. And anytime you're going to have your tea, you just have a few leaves and you're good to go. Yeah, in this small garden I can see we also have sugar cane.
Yes.
So when you're done with your day's work and you want to relax and chill,
you can come
and harvest your sugar cane and you chill and enjoy. What a beautiful thing that you need to have at home. Instead of just having gardens with flowers, why shouldn't you have something beautiful as this one at your home, in your backyard? Not even in your backyard. For me, I can see this is what I would love to have in my compound. Exactly. This would be very, very, very beautiful and looking amazing. What motivates you to keep moving, doing all this? As I understand, you might not be making a lot of money from it, but it's basically for you to be able to have food for the people that do live around here. So what keeps you moving and inspired and motivated to advocate for a green environment?
Well, most of it comes from us being an environmental organization, as I may say. We looked at Uganda and realized that its green is slowly being taken away from it.
Yeah.
Mostly because people are looking for ways of building, like construction of roads, construction of houses, hospitals, and trying to bring back the green that was taken from Uganda. Because people may say this is small, but it's not small if you do it and I do it and someone else does it too. It will become big, you understand? So this is also part of patriotism, trying to bring Uganda back to what it was before. Because people, you hear whites saying Uganda is dying, and it's becoming like its nature is slowly being taken away from it. And also bringing back Uganda to being the Pearl of Africa, the most beautiful country.
It is still the Pearl of Africa, but we have to maintain that.
Yes, we have to maintain that.
Yes.
And it is a really big honor living in a country that is called the most beautiful in the entire continent.
And you're not proud of that?
I am really proud of that.
You have to be, yeah.
Some people don't get that opportunity, didn't get that chance of being born in a country like Uganda. So let's all do our best to make Uganda the best.
Wow, thank you so much. So I'm still taking you throughout the show. We're going to be seeing a lot of other activities that are taking place right here. And I'll be talking to someone else to take us through the gardens where before all these plants you see here, before they are transplanted here, where are they prepared? What are the precautions? What do you have to follow to make sure that you can have something beautiful as this? Thank you for speaking to Youth of Purpose. Keep putting Uganda first. Yes. Well, thank you so much. Now I'll be going straight to talk to someone. Hello, Chief.
Hello, hi.
What's up? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Tell me, what's this one? It looks beautiful.
Well, this is called a Keyhole garden.
Okay.
Well, the Keyhole garden, as you can see, it's in the shape of a keyhole. Okay. Like this is a key, and then the keyhole. In the middle of the Keyhole garden is a banana plantain.
Wow. Why does it have to be in this shape? Is it just for the design, or
not just for the design? Not just for the design. See, in the middle of the Keyhole garden, always there's supposed to be plants that throw shade of
the roots.
No, the leaves.
Oh,
you could put sunflower, you could put bananas, everything that can fall down and produce manure.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then aside, you can put the vegetables, because even the vegetables also fall into inside.
The hole.
As you can see, after weeding, you just cover everything there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you get the manure from the plants themselves,
and
then you put it inside there, it rots.
Exactly. So it will spread this side and also in the middle.
Wow, wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So basically that's the science behind a Keyhole garden.
That's the science behind the Keyhole
garden.
That
you use the plants that are on the garden themselves to produce manure, and then the manure spreads throughout that design that you've made out here. Wow, amazing. So before all these plants are brought into the garden, I'm certain you always have a bed where you prepare them and then have them transplanted. Yeah, I would like you to take us through that process of how you do that. But before we go that side, what's this one?
this? You failed to guess? This is
cornmeal?
yeah, it's cornmeal.
Wow, amazing. So we always eat, but we don't know that, you know, you can easily have cornmeal in just your backyard and, you know, have it to spice up your sauce at any time.
Yeah, and the best thing about cornmeal is if it grows, it sheds off like the leaves, and then they also fall into the garden, as you can see the other one.
So they also
cut it,
act as manure.
And then when you cut it, you see this one was just cut, it just grows back. I mean, you have a lifetime supply of cornmeal as long as you take care of it.
That's amazing. Then how about this one that I'm seeing, the leaves are a bit yellowish and drying off?
These ones are the ones that need to cut, and then it will just grow back.
So you can no longer use these ones?
No,
because you can even see from the top.
Yeah,
they're already yellowish, and
that's more of now manure. So you just cut them and then it will just grow back.
Okay, so what's this pond for?
Okay, so the pond is where we get the water.
Okay.
From.
For watering this?
For watering everything.
Okay.
So we get the water from here. As you can see, there's this plant cover on the top to prevent.
What's that plant cover?
The plant cover is like a weed. It grows, it just comes, but then it also produces nutrients in the water.
Oh, so the water you're using to water the plants is already having nutrients.
Exactly.
Wow, amazing. How do you, get all this water? How do you collect it?
Well, as you can see, that we created a drainage trench. It just comes from everywhere.
So from the other buildings and stuff, all the water comes in here.
Yeah,
and you're having the
we put a polythene.
The polythene to tap it.
Yeah, and then it won't go down because you know water always goes.
So this is not a wetland, for your information. It's just water that has been tapped from the buildings around, rainwater, and they just use a polythene, and they've just dug a pit here where they put this polythene, and they keep the water with the weed that puts in the nutrients, and then they use it to water the greens right here.
So I was recently in Denmark, so I saw how they do it.
Wow.
They don't have all the good soil and all the good weather.
Yes.
But they have the science.
Amazing.
So they use plastic trays
okay,
to grow the food. As you can see, this actually has 200 holes in it.
200 holes?
Yes, exactly. And this is only 2,000 shillings.
Wow, wow.
2,000 Uganda shillings.
Are these made here in Uganda?
These are made here in Uganda, by Uganda, build Uganda.
Wow, 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 perfect.
Yeah.
So you can have your seedlings in here?
Yeah.
And then as they grow, you just transplant and put them the other side?
Well, it's a process. You put them here, and then they come out, sprout in like 2 or 1.5 weeks, depending on the seeds. And then as soon as they come out, like these ones here, these are tomatoes.
Okay.
As soon as they come out,
wow,
like that.
So are these ones ready for transplanting?
So not yet. So after this, we put them in the seed pots.
Okay.
These are seed pots. So we put them in the seed pots because they're not yet ready to be there.
Yeah.
So we put them in the seed pots for around 1.5 more weeks.
Okay.
This has manure, enough for it to grow, and then as soon as the 1.5 weeks are over, then we transplant to the garden.
Wow, amazing. So what is inside here?
So this is
I wouldn't want to open before.
This is manure.
Okay.
And how we make it is you get rice, a kilo of rice, you boil it, fully boiled, no salt.
Okay.
And then you put it, this is 30 liters of water, you put it in here, then you put the rice inside, and then you make sure you close it for a month.
Just rice?
Just rice.
Can I open?
You can open. Don't worry, it doesn't stink.
I came here some time back and there was something so stinky. Wow, wow, it's already molding.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then you put it, when you put it on the plants, they get manure, and then the insects won't even bother.
Are you for real?
Yeah, so basically you're avoiding adding more medicine stuff to the plants and all those other things that are not healthy for people, because not everyone wants the insecticides and pesticides. They're not really healthy for a person, and here in town people don't want to waste water, so they just buy things from the market and directly cook, which is also not healthy.
What should inspire any patriot, any young person out there to do what exactly you're doing here?
Number one, they should know that this world that we're living in every resource that we're using, we're borrowing from someone that has not even yet been born. So they should take care of the world and try to go as much green as possible, because it's the only way to go. I mean, if you have more plastic than the usual, you won't have space for the green stuff. And then where will the young children that are growing get food? Where will they get shelter? Because you need the trees to build the houses. Where will they get the shelter?
In short, every young person should become a green ambassador.
Exactly.
Yeah, if each one of us could have, you know, something in their backyard, even if there are 2 or 4 plants, really, it would make a difference.
Yeah, and we're really lucky because we can actually grow this here. In the countries, like in all the European countries,
you will not just plant something and it grows.
It cannot grow because it's too cold. But we have the plants, we have the earth for it, the soil for it, we have the temperature for it. We always have food in Uganda.
Amazing. They will just get a seed and throw it somewhere. It grows by itself.
Exactly.
Man, amazing.
Like, did you know that jackfruit cannot grow in Kenya?
Just here in Kenya?
It can't grow in Kenya. But here, even if you just threw it there, it will
grow by itself.
But in Kenya, it can't grow. There's no jackfruit in Kenya.
Wow. As I can see, some people already harvesting rosemary that side. So it's just a stone throw away that someone will have what to put in their tea, and, you know, it's a beautiful morning they are going to have. We're still here having a conversation with young people who are carrying out a number of projects that are eco-friendly and protecting the environment, keeping it green, but also making sure that it's secure, and that's an act of patriotism. These are good Ugandans that are putting Uganda first and making sure that our environment is protected. Now I have Hajat here, and she's going to be telling us about this beautiful setup. Hello, Hajat.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What are your names?
My name is Namale Rema. I'm a member and a volunteer of Green Ambassadors Club.
Okay.
Yeah. So today I'm here to talk about the bottle house. Why I recommend people to do more of the bottle houses. Okay. Because
first of all, before you recommend and whatever, what is a bottle house?
Okay. The bottle house is a construction. It could be a normal house, but it just constructed using bottles and cement. Why I recommend people to use more of the bottle houses, because they will not be in need of burning the bricks. We all know bricks are usually burnt, and the bricks emit gases which are not environmental friendly. And then also the bottles, because people usually dispose them
anywhere.
Yeah, they dispose them off badly, which eventually cause problems to our environment. So it would be better if they put them to use, because we are now not emitting gases from burning of the bricks, and then also the bottles are being properly disposed of.
As a young person, what inspires you and gives you the motivation to do something of this kind?
What inspires me is because our environment is dying out. People dispose of these things so badly, so they are going to harm the future generation, and we have to prepare for them. And it all starts with me, so I'll be able to inspire my other youths so that they can also do something on the run.
And that makes you a patriot.
Yes. Please.
What do you love about Uganda most?
I really love our environment, because it's one of the things that has made our country very popular, because we get very many people coming in because our environment is really friendly. The climate is so friendly. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So at most times we do take for granted the oxygen that we do breathe, because not a day if you're not in hospital, if you haven't been in ICU, and you've had to be put onto oxygen, that you get to realize how it is very important. And we get to understand that this oxygen comes from nature, from the plants, that we are cutting down trees and degrading the environment. How about a time that comes when you can't breathe because you've destroyed the environment? Now we're going to be listening into this beautiful poem from a young patriot about how we have to live in harmony with the environment to make sure that we keep breathing. I hope we can also make our environment as Ugandans keep beautiful the same way as we do look.
Thank you. We really should. What
inspires you to advocate for a safe environment and green nature?
Well, it actually started in 2016 at one of these conferences on African youth and climate change. And from there it was really inspiring, because there were so many individuals older than me and like all the things that they were doing, they really seemed to create an impact, and
wow.
I really wanted to do that as well.
Wow, amazing. So what inspires you of doing any other thing? Other people can go do the planting of trees and stuff. Why decide to do your advocacy through poems?
Well, you know the thing, you know when God gifts you the talent, you make sure that you do your best in order to continue growing this talent, because if you don't utilize it, God can also take it away from you. And being a writer and a poet and basically a person that loves literature,
wow,
it's like the best way that I can express myself. And I think also different individuals that get to know about environment, it would be nice for a poem like that for 2 minutes to come and, you know, shake your world a little bit.
And make people get to think and reflect on nature. Wow, so talking about the godly given talents, why not let her take the stage? The stage is yours.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Hello everyone, my name is Bonita Murungi and I am a Green Ambassador, poet and author, and today I am going to be reciting for you a poem entitled I Cannot Breathe. In doing this, I need you to know that Uganda, being represented by us, you know, the youth, this is going to be a poem that I hope touches each and every one of you. So I hope you get something from it. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe because of the injustice that our earth is facing. You see, it's really funny how you say you want to save humanity, but it is because of you her people are dying. Her people are dying so slowly because I cannot breathe, because the system does not want to change. And yet you're the same one that does not want climate change. It is because of you and your rundown car that produces smoke. And so it is your smoke that suffocates these my lungs, and your indecency to fight for our Mother Earth that kills her people. We cannot breathe, because we're too busy fighting for a world that's supposed to be ours. But if we can't breathe, why are you? Why are you? Why are you protecting yourself from the effects and watching on as the earth is in disaster? We want action. Take off your mask. Don't breathe so that you can feel the way we feel. We face the rising temperatures and floods. Look at what our earth has become. Deny yourself oxygen. Deny yourself oxygen. I said deny yourself oxygen from the carbon emissions that you have overlooked.
I do hope that you've been inspired as a young person to be able to become a green ambassador. This show is proudly brought to you by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Core Office of the President, under the theme Uganda First, by protecting the environment, by making sure that as young people you come and advocate for protecting Uganda's environment is a patriotic role. What are you doing as a young person to make sure that you add to Uganda's development and making it a better country? Let's work together to make sure that the environment breathes safe and save it for the generations and generations to come. My name